All right, guys, so we took an injury off of the 5-minute opening range. We're getting a move up.
What's going on, everyone? Hey, welcome to day 6 of day trading futures with prop firms until I get a payout. If this is your first time here, I'm Brandon, and I'm just on a mission to share my trading journey with people just like you. If that sounds interesting and you want to follow along, feel free to do so. Okay, if you're not aware, I picked up a 50K Topstep X combine about 3 weeks ago, and I just been making my way through that. So about today's trade for day 6, I don't know what else to say except pure greed. That's the word I'm going to use. I'm not happy with myself how the trade went, but it was entirely my fault. And I want to talk about greed just for a minute, because I think it's something that all of us as traders are going to struggle with. I'm fully transparent and I'll be open with you guys. I've struggled with greed from day one in trading. And I'm usually pretty good at this point now when I feel it and stopping myself and thinking, okay, is this the best decision in this moment? But this trade just got away from me. I was overly confident, moved my take profit, and yeah, you're gonna see exactly what played out. I am going to go, I'll break down the trade for you. Let's hop over to my laptop and we'll do that right now. All right, so here is the trade for day 6. You can see 200 bucks in profit, okay? And I know you might be thinking, well, how is that greedy? Why was it such a bad day? I'm gonna break down exactly what happened today. But if you know my normal strategy, you know that I'm usually shooting for around a $620 take profit. And you'll quickly see why 200 bucks on the day was not ideal and why I did not follow my plan. So if we actually hop over here to a screenshot I took of the trade, you can see what I utilized here is the 5-minute opening range breakout. And in case you're not sure what this strategy actually is, it's just taking the 6:30 a.m. New York open candle, which for me is at 6:30. I'm on the West Coast. But and as soon as you get a break above, you're gonna be taking along. Now I'm doing a lot of analysis ahead of time in pre-market, looking at what's going on, what the trend's looking like. You can see for this trade, for example, I like us to be above VWAP. And this red line right here is the 20 SMA. We were above both, and right before market opened, we were getting a nice little retracement, okay? The other thing is we had already swept the previous day low, which you can actually see is the orange line at the bottom there. We swept the previous day low. So I was pretty confident that we were probably going to get a move up if we broke above the 5-minute opening range. And sure enough, we did. You can see right there, we broke above. I put an entry right at the opening range with my stops below all the structure here and below the previous day low. And I got triggered in. We had news at, I believe, 6:45. And so that was this candle here. I took a big retracement right there. My stops are in a pretty good spot though, and it was just manipulation back up, okay? And so we moved all the way up here, and at one point, I moved my TP. Probably about an hour into this trade, I ended up moving my TP. Original TP was probably at this level right here, and it would have been a $620 winner. But I got greedy and I thought, man, we're having nice price action to the upside. I'm going to move my TP up to, a 2R. So it would have been about, a $1,000 winner. And I got stuck on that, okay? I was sure that price action was looking really good. We were making higher highs and that it was just going to keep moving up. It looked good. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I think at one point I was up about, the highest I got was almost 800 bucks. And in my mind, I thought, man, I should close this, take this dub and just be done with the trade. But I didn't do it. I held on to my bias that we were gonna hit 2R, which, why? I mean, I had already hit my original target, you know, what was the point of holding any longer? Greed, guys, greed. That's exactly what it was. And it got the best of me in this trade. You can see right here, we had a bullish engulfing, and I saw that and I thought maybe I should cut, but I was like, no, it's manipulation. We're still in bullish structure. Just hold. I held, guys. I held thinking that it was going to come back. And to be honest, it came all the way back to my entry. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to cut at break even. But on the 15-minute, we did have an imbalance. This is the 5-minute chart. But we did have an imbalance in this area. And I started seeing us get some green candles. So I thought, okay, well, if we get, you know, tap into that imbalance, I'm just going to cut. And that's what happened. We got a nice little reaction push up and into the imbalance area. And I ended up cutting right there for about a $200 profit. So I guess it wasn't all bad, but to be honest, I did not follow my original plan to begin with, which was take my profits at, you know, 1.25 and around $600 winner. Okay, so I'll go over to my notes for the day. In Topstep X, if you're not aware, there is a daily journal that you can keep. And I like to at least put a journal entry in every day, you know, whatever I was feeling at the time and anything else that I feel that was relevant. So mental, you know, I woke up around 5 a.m. My mental clarity that morning was around an 8 out of 10. I didn't work out before hopping on the charts. I didn't see any setups during pre-market. And if you watch any of my past videos, my normal trading time is between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. where I look for a specific you know, higher highs or, you know, lower low, whatever, long or short, a basic, you know, break and retest as long as it's during those pre-market hours. There was nothing there, so I resorted to my 5-minute opening range breakout strategy at New York Open, okay? Now, a couple things here is, you know, I like to put, you know, what did I do well? So the one thing I did do well is I entered the break of the 5-minute opening range without hesitation, okay? I saw it. As soon as it got a close above, I set a limit order right at the top of the 5-minute range, and I got tagged in, okay? Another thing I might want to add in there too is that, you know, even during news and that big candle push down, I held and I felt confident that it was probably just a manipulation push down before we pushed back up, and I happened to be right. So where did I fall short? Now, I put trade management was an absolute disaster on this. My original TP is always 1.25R, but I saw a 4-hour order block sitting up around 2R. And that was something I forgot to mention on the actual chart here is right up in here. I don't have it marked up right here, but there was a 4-hour order block that was just sitting up there. And so I felt really confident that we were gonna go and tag that before moving back down, which did not happen. So I extended my TP, and when we clearly were reversing short of full TP, I continued to hold the position all the way back to my original entry. Well, you know, what can I do to improve? Identifying lower time frame targets before entering the trade, which I had already done. I have my normal 1.25R. If I wanted to aim for a higher target, then consider trimming some at original TP and leaving runners. And that probably would have been a better idea is, you know, if I wanted to go for that stretch target, you know, the potential that we hit the 4-hour order block is trimming some at my original TP, even just half, moving stops to break even, and then letting the rest run. At least then I would have been following my plan somewhat and felt a little bit better about how I managed the trade. All right, so as you guys can see, disaster of a trade, in my opinion. Of course, we're always hardest on ourselves, right? I guess I should give myself a little bit of grace, but really bad trade management, really bad. So that's something that I need to be aware of. And the next time I'm feeling those emotions of greed or wanting to stretch my targets, remember how this felt and take that into that moment and think, no, you know what? Either cut half, leave the rest as a runner, or just take my full TP and be happy with 600 bucks on the day. Now, if I look back, I think one of the reasons that this was so hard for me is this coming Monday, is 30 days in the combine. And I really had this mental goal in my mind that the combine was gonna be passed within 30 days, and it's not. So I'm feeling a little bit of maybe pressure and, you know, an urgency to, for some reason, get it done, which, you know, you pay another 50 bucks and do another 30 and get another 30 days and just keep working it. So I need to get that through my mind. I think there's a little bit of stress and urgency there for no reason at all, really. And yeah, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I look forward to seeing you for day 7. Take care.